This is the Everyday Witch Tarot, and the guidebook is by Debora Blake, and the artwork is by Elizabeth Alba. This is a LLewellyn production, and a pretty standard magnetic box, which LLewellyn offers with their kits. Has a nice ribbon. Here's the back of the box. And typical of the LLewellyn guidebook here. This is very well done by Debora Blake. This has a lot of information about each card. Each card, of course, is a full color illustration. But as you can see here, it discusses the card in a lot of detail, which is missing from a lot of guidebooks. But LLewellyn typically has pretty much standard guidebooks like this with their kits. So you can read on every card and learn about the particular card. Good for beginners. So that's a pretty thick guidebook here. Pages it's 252 pages, so that's pretty good size. Typical LLewellyn book. Cardstock is typical LLewellyn for their kits. It's pretty much a standard tarot card size. If we take a standard tarot card, it's just a tad shorter. Excuse me, pardon me. A tad shorter than a standard tarot. So I give you an idea. Typical LLewellyn cardstock on the glossy side. And here's the back of the card. I have a cat, a broom, and a hat. Talking about cats, this deck has a lot of cats. There are 73 cards which feature cats on them, so only 5 don't. So a lot of cats. If you like cats, if you're a quote-unquote cat lady, you'll enjoy this. Okay, here we go. This is the Fool. The cat is on her back here, as you can see. Interesting. And this is our Magician. And we have the High Priestess. And the Empress. The Emperor. I have a dog down here, but there's a cat on his lap. That's our Emperor card. Next, we have the Hierophant. And this is one of the cards that does not feature a cat. There are 5 of them. We have the Lovers. Interesting ceremony happening there. I like this Chariot card. It's a motorcycle with the sidecar, and there's a cat for a passenger with a little helmet on. That's pretty cute. Neat Chariot card. Strength card is pretty cool here, too. I like the Lion. I like whatever's coming out for wand there, too, if that is indeed a wand. I believe it is. Interesting. Okay, then we have the Hermit here. Contemplation, introspection. Okay, next we have the Wheel. And we have Justice. Cats on each of the scales there. Pretty much balanced out. Pretty cool. This is our Hanged Man. There's a closer look at him. That's our Hanged Man. No cat on this card. This is our Death card. Wow, check this out. I love the white face there. Instead of a skull, I like, white face is pretty cool. Very interesting Death card. Well, let's read about death. Let's read what they have to say about that. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of extra pages here for notes. Okay, look at all these extra pages for notes. This deck is quite extensive. We see death here. Bear with me. Huh. Death. There we go. There's our death card. A black cloaked and hooded figure stands in the middle of a dark landscape. A blank white porcelain mask over his face. It holds a silver sword poised over a fraying brown rope, and so forth. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of information about each card. That's pretty cool. Okay, moving on from death, we have our temperance. Life is about balance, so that shows balance. Okay, this is our devil card. Not too intimidating a devil. He's got a red tail there. And he's luring the subjects here with money and ice cream. He's tempts people, as you know, if he actually exists, which I doubt he does. Okay, then we have the tower. Excuse me, the tower. Okay, then we have the star. And we have the moon, cat with the reflection in the water, a witch sailing around the moon. Interesting. So our sun card. Very bright, cheery scenery going on there. Okay, we have judgment. Interesting, like that little horn she's got there, playing music. Look at that music just flowing all over the place. Judgment. And here's our world card. She threw her hat up. She's gone through her journey, and now she's arrived at the end of the major arcana. Okay, moving on to wands. This is our ace. And the two of wands. We have the three. And we have the four. If you get LLewellyn decks like this, get them from LLewellyn and wait for the 35% off sale. Sometimes it's 50% off. Okay, we have our five of wands. We have a huge cauldron here bubbling over. We have 5 cats and we have 5 witches in deep discussion or arguing. I don't know what they're doing, but that's our 5 of wands. Okay, this is our 6. And the 7 of wands. Hey, and our 8. And the 9. Here's our 10 of wands, 10 of broomsticks rather. And this is our page. Interesting. And this is our knight. There's a cat there on his back, or I mean on his broomstick. And here we have the Queen of Wands. Dragon. I love the dragon there. And then we have the King of Wands. And this is our Ace of Cups. And the Two of Cups. Nice little outdoorsy scene there. This is our 3. People partying. And we have the 4. And our 5. 3 cups knocked over, 2 on the table behind her. Hey, we got the 6 of Cups. And we have the 7. They each have little things coming out of the cups. That's a journal. That money, a little castle, leaves, stars, and I believe that's a feather, maybe? Interesting. Okay, then we have the 8. And we have a 9. And we have the 10. Notice the blanket there is kind of rainbow colored. Interesting. So 10 of Cups. And next we have the Page. And our Knight. We have our Queen. And our King of Cups. Okay, moving on to Pentacles. This is our Ace. Two. The 3. I like that card. 3 of Pentacles. We've got our 4. So our 5, beautiful card here. A couple of people walking on a path, and there's a beautiful stained glass building behind them. Could be a church, perhaps. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 7. And the 8. We have the 9. And here's our 10. Okay, moving on to Swords. This is our Ace. I'm sorry, excuse me. I meant to say Page of Pentacles. This is our Page of Pentacles. And our Knight. Our Queen. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, now moving on to Swords. This is our Ace. And we got the 2. bullseye there with that knife. The Three of Swords. We have a box of candy, a heart-shaped box of candy there. And our 4. We got the 5. Got the 6. And the 7. And here's our 8 of Swords. This is the 9. And the 10 of Swords. This is the Page. And our Knight. And the Queen. And the King of Swords wraps it up. Yeah, if you get this deck, just wait for LLewellyn's sales, and you can get it. It's like $31.99, but you can get it for in the low 20s, I believe it is, or somewhere around there, around $20. So I'd wait for the sale. Anyways, well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I've helped you out if you're interested in the deck. And thanks so much. Oh, I got a deck I'm going to be doing here also at the Green Witches Oracle deck. And I'll be doing that in a video real soon. So anyways, well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching.